Hi everybody! I am going to do my first ever tag video, and it is the top 10 boy and girl names video because I'm obsessed with names. So my first list I'm going to do is my boy names, and I have a cheat sheet over here on my computer, so that's why I keep looking over there. Alright, so my top name is Abram John, but we already used that on little Stinker Man over there. Hi, Bubby. And then my next one is Jonah Thaddeus. And my husband thought he was being sly and picking a middle name that I wouldn't like because he didn't like Jonah. And he said, okay, well, if you pick Jonah, then I get to pick the middle name. And I said, okay. And he picked Thaddeus, and I actually really liked it. So, poo-poo on him. The next name that I like is Owen Bray. Owen because that is Alan's dad's nickname, and Bray because that's my dad's nickname. Then the next one I like is Josiah, and then Oliver. Next I like Levi. Next I like Henry. After that, Declan. Then James, and then Braxton. And Alan really likes the name Troy. And I'm sorry if anybody loves the name Troy, has kids or family that's named Troy, but I really don't like that name. It just, I don't know why, but it just reminds me of Troy. I'm Troy. I don't know. I just don't like it. Alan does, but anyway. Alright, so next list is my girls' names. Our first girl will be named Lola June. My grandparents, I mean not my grandparents, but both my grandmothers have passed away. And the first one that passed away was my mom's mom, and her name was Lois. And my dad's mom passed away right before my husband and I got married, and her name was June. So I told her that when we had our first baby, if it was a girl, we would name her Lola June. Then the next name I like is Mara Gwen, and that's because Alan's grandma's names were Mary and Gwenda, and so I just shortened them to Mara Gwen. And then I really like Olive Elizabeth Ann, and then Fiona Elizabeth Ann. But my cousin is having his fiance is having a baby girl, and they're naming her Olivia, and they're going to call her Olive, so we would probably go with Fiona. But that's like our third girl, so we're not going to be having that many kids, so it's really not a big deal. Alright, then the next name I like after Fiona is Ivy Lynn. Lynn because it's Alan's dad's middle name, and Ivy just because I like it. Then the next one I like is Ada, A-D-A instead of A-V-A, and then Lynn for that middle name as well. And then I really like Brayley Ann, because my last name, my maiden name, started with B-R-A-Y, Bray, and then the rest of it, but I don't think you really need to know the rest of my maiden name, in case there's some crazies out there. And then my middle name is Lee, L-E-I-G-H, so it'd be Brayley and then Ann. And then I really like the name Alice. And then next I like Celia, and after that Stella. So those are my top 10 baby names, and if you're watching this video, I tag all of you to go ahead and do your own top 10 baby name list. Have a good one.